By now, enough weeks or even months have passed since you went through your COVID experience, and it's clear now that you are dealing with some of the symptoms of long-haul COVID, either from having the natural infection and recovering with difficulties, or having been vaccinated and dealing with what are vaccine injuries. Both things can happen, both things can be simultaneously part of your experience. What we would like to do is encourage you to continue to reach out to allopathic medicine. What are the symptoms that you are experiencing? What I have had reported to me are heart irregularities, arrhythmias, really intense, distressing, and long-standing digestive difficulties, which reflect the inability to digest food properly. There are neurological implications. There are general implications from brain fog and not being able to think clearly, or completely lacking in vitality. Some people can go months before their sense of smell or taste returns. So I don't know what your current symptoms of long-haul COVID might be. Hopefully, if you're on this page now, we've had a conversation and you've let me know which symptoms are the most distressing to you, and which symptoms you, of course, have consulted your physician to have them recommend a medication, and then for you to determine whether that's a medication that you would continue to choose to work with. I know when I was first diagnosed with having diabetes, I was prescribed a medication called metformin. And being a person of sound mind and intelligence, I thought, well, let me just try this and see how it works. I'm not going to claim this diagnosis of diabetes, but I am going to consider what the medication is. And I took out the user information insert from the package of metformin, and I read it in its entirety. And when I read what the possible complications were of using metformin, I didn't take the medication. And then I did my proper due diligence and research, and I began to recalibrate what I was eating, when I was eating, how much I was eating, and I went back to my physician to let my doctor know that that was my plan. Well, we had a struggle, and eventually I chose my body, I chose my native intelligence, and I took that information and put it on balance with what my physician had told me, and I decided that I was going to give myself 6 months to a year to see if I could reverse the blood work that showed that I had diabetes. And I did this within 6-month period of time. So it's always important to really consider what your choices are. It's your body. You have a right to choose in so many different areas, and I wish you all the best in finding a traditional medical doctor who will work with you. When we've had instances with doctors working with me, with what I bring into the situation, their patients benefiting so much and surpassing the limitations of what was known to be possible at that time using what I call energy medicine.